I have zero camera presence. I'm too shy. My English is not too good. No one will like my videos. I'm not gonna get subscribers. I won't get monetized. That was me in 2017. Fast forward to today, and I have 6 YouTube channels, including this one that you are currently watching. If you told me this in 2018, I would literally laugh in your face, yeah? But here we are now, and I'm going to be talking about the lies that we tell ourselves, the lies that you tell to yourself, and those have stopped you from starting your side hustle. 1 is too close to 0. 1 is too close to 0. So stop telling yourself these lies. And I'm so thankful to all those who encouraged me, all those who supported me in my journey, especially for starting my YouTube channel, all those who watched my videos, all those who subscribed to my channels, all those who commented, all those who shared them. I am forever grateful. All those who believed in me and really cheered me on. Thank you so much. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And I just feel it's one way for me to give back, pay it forward by sharing with you some of these lies that I kept telling myself. And I know you are probably also telling yourself, and that's why you're unable to start your side hustle. And one thing is for sure, that this Eva of 2022 compared to the Eva of 2017, there's not much difference in terms of like some skill or something extra that I did, because I haven't gone to any college between then and now. I haven't like done any courses or anything, but it's mostly been a change of mindset. And so 99% has been change of mindset, and the remaining 1% has just been learning by doing, yeah? So there are so many lies that we tell ourselves. There are many lies that I told myself, and many more that other people tell me even to date. And those lies are the ones that stopped me for a very long time to start my different side hustles. They're the ones that stopped me from a very long time to even start this YouTube channel and the many others that I have. And some of these lies continue to be peddled around. I know, like, for example, when I tell people I have 6 YouTube channels, they look at me and they're like, where do you get that time? And I'm like, I'm literally awake for 16 hours every day. So yeah. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the most common lies that are holding many people from starting their side hustles. And not even just their side hustles, so many other things in life. So if any of this applies to you, don't feel attacked, but take advantage of the action steps that I'm going to provide and see how you can make things better for you. So the number 1 lie I told myself, and I've had a lot of people tell themselves, is that their 8 to 5 leaves no time for a side hustle. So I don't know, there's people who told me, Eva, I spend like 4 hours every day in traffic. I live in Rongai in the diaspora. I live in Kitengela. I live in Athi River. I live in, I don't know where, before the expressway was built in Nairobi. And they're like, I'm literally spending 2 hours in the morning on traffic and 2 hours in the evening on traffic. And the question I have for you is, what are you doing in those 4 hours every day? Because I'm sure you're not the driver and you're not the makanga. So you're literally sitting down for 4 hours. What do you do during those 4 hours? So one action step you take, instead of following all those Facebook groups and fueling internet wars, how about if you marketed your thrift shop in those Facebook groups? Those WhatsApp groups where you're peddling gossip and rumors and laughing at all the memes for the 4 hours that you are in traffic. How about if you started a WhatsApp course? And I'm currently pursuing a course on WhatsApp, and it's being offered. There's a lady, it's called Jean Coaching Company, and she literally offers all her courses on WhatsApp, and it's all by text. It's very, very interesting. So how about if you swapped those WhatsApp memes and gossip for a course? And this lady gets almost all her clients from a Facebook group that I belong to, because that's where I found her through, and she has very interesting courses. Most of the courses are free, but there are a few others that she charges a very little money, like 700 Kenya shillings, 1,000 Kenya shillings. If you're a group of you, the money is even less. So that is something you can do those 4 hours. If you decide to start a YouTube channel, you could spend those 4 hours scripting your videos for the month, so that when you get home, it's just a matter of shooting them. Yeah. The other thing you can do is to plan in advance. So the same way you do a budget of your time, of your money, how about you do a budget of your time, such that this budget of your time is going to identify for you where you have gaps and there's really nothing happening and you're just wasting it trying to fill it up. So how about you fill those gaps in your time budget with side hustle activities? The number 2 lie that is stopping you from pursuing your side hustle and also stopped you for a very long time was, I don't have any skill that can be monetized. This is a lie. So people think that they have no skills worth monetizing for 2 main reasons. So number 1 is because it is so obvious to you, you think that it is obvious to everybody else. Those things that come to you easy do not come to everyone easy. So you might think it doesn't take a lot of effort to literally have your little salary take you through an entire month. It looks like a no-brainer for you. But there are people who earn even much more salaries than yours, and they probably have less expenditures than yours, but their salary is not enough to take them through the month. So those things that come easy to you, don't think they're easy for everybody. And then the other reason is because people believe that you have to be an expert in order to be able to monetize your skill. So for example, if you started your YouTube channel last month, there are people who think you have nothing to teach anybody. Not true. So share what you already know while exploring things that you want to continue learning about. So I personally use the 2-year rule. This is whereby I ask myself 2 main questions. So number 1, what problems, what challenges have I solved, have I overcome in the last 2 years? And the next second question I ask myself, what topic, what issues do I want to understand better in the next 2 years? So you will notice that even on my YouTube channel, a good percentage of the topics I talk about are things that I have already done and things I'm already familiar with. So for example, I have been running Airbnbs for the longest time. Like I could literally, I don't know, like I'm so familiar with the Airbnbs, I know it like the back of my hand. So I even have an entire playlist about Airbnbs. But look at a topic like teaching your native language on iTalki is something I have been doing for almost a year now. I started last year, and from day 1, I started documenting my journey. Like from the moment I registered, I documented that journey of how to register for iTalki using your phone. And I keep, every time I come up with an issue or something comes up and I overcome it, I talk about it. If I've researched something and I've found an answer, I write about it. I talk about it on my YouTube video. So that's something else you can do. Whatever topic it is that you want to understand better, document your journey and monetize it through different ways. If you overcome any challenges, create products or services around those challenges or products in terms of any resources, any learnings, any tools, any growth pathways. Just create a service or a product around it, and make sure that whatever you choose, you specifically focus on people who have the same problem that you had, and create anything you wish you had that time when you're facing that similar problem. Yeah. So for example, I can talk about the 2 books that I have currently published. So one is about how to choose a side hustle. Yeah. So that book is currently on Amazon, and it's basically based on my experience when I started out as serial side hustler working online. I wasn't sure, like, how do I even know which service to offer? And I basically just documented my journey. When I got retrenched in 2017, there are things that I did that prepared me for that moment, and everything was just so much easier to handle. And I wrote a book about it. Yeah, what to do when your job is on the chopping block and you're like on the verge of getting fired or retrenched or laid off. And I just document my journey there. So that's what you want to do. What have you accomplished? What have you overcome? And what are you learning? That's very, very easy to monetize. And everyone has a different set of circumstances, different set of experiences, and nobody can negate that. That's your experience. And then the number 3 lie most people peddle is, I don't have any ideas. This is almost similar to the previous one. You take the same approach, But as I already said, 1 is too close to 0. You can't rely on your 8 to 5. If there's anything we learned from CoComelon is that you cannot, like, we are literally one pandemic away from poverty, away from death, away from losing our jobs and all that. So, and it's easier starting your side hustle when you have your full-time job, your 8 to 5, because you have the resources in case you need to pay for some training, need to pay for any of the resources, then you get the money. And also if you need, for example, if you undergo any losses, the hit is less because you have a fallback plan on, instead of waiting like for circumstances to push you to start a hustle. It's better to do an actual conscious effort to have your hustle. So the secret is try different things and see what works, in terms of making sure that whatever you try is large enough to attract a diverse audience, but also narrow enough to make sure that you are able to deal with competition, yeah? And also make sure that it's large enough for you not to run out of ideas. Well, so guys, that's it for today in terms of the 3 lies we tell ourselves and that are stopping us from starting our side hustles. Let me know in the comment section below if you like this video. Give it a like, leave a sweet comment below, and share it with all other people that might also be interested in starting side hustles, but for some reason these lies are holding them back. Thank you for staying up to the very end of this video. I definitely look forward to meeting you on the next one. Bye guys.